10 signs. You're an INTP personality type. Have you ever wondered which personality type you are? If so, read on and find out if the INTP personality type resonates with you and your natural tendencies. This article will introduce you to this personality type and explain why people with this personality type are often referred to as the thinkers. It will also provide you with some information on how to best deal with challenges that come along with being an INTP personality type. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. Introverted thinking. Myers-Briggs types are categorized as introverted, I, or extroverted, E. Introverts draw energy from inside, while extroverts get energy from outside. Because of their tendency to be introverted thinkers, INTPs tend to use T as a preferred function and sometimes even as a dominant one. They love problem solving and analyzing all that's going on around them so they can make sense of it internally. This trait also contributes to their strong self-motivation and often insatiable curiosity. Many say they feel both excited and uneasy when they're not being stimulated by new ideas or possibilities. The flip side is that staying in one place for too long without enough exposure to new experiences can easily become tiresome for them. Number 2. Independent thought. Independent thought is a key component of being an INTP personality type. While it can be difficult to adjust to alternative perspectives, it's important for you to do so. Remember that there's no single right way and that everyone is entitled to their own opinions, even if they are completely different from yours. When people express thoughts or opinions you don't agree with, give them your full attention and hear them out, while trying not to judge or become defensive. Likewise, remember that by speaking your mind freely you are exercising your right as a free thinker and helping others explore how they feel about things. If something doesn't make sense to you, ask questions. Number 3. Logical decisions. INTPs love logic, which makes them excellent at coming up with new solutions to problems. No one else will be able to think of every possibility like they can. Other personality types may take a while to catch on, but once they do, they'll never go back. The problem is, no one knows what's going on in that mind of yours, so sometimes you come off as cold and calculating, not exactly ideal for interpersonal relations. Practice explaining your thought process when making decisions and you'll earn their trust quicker than you would otherwise. Number 4. Calm in crisis. Although they don't get rattled easily, they may not be quite as quick to react as other personality types. They tend to analyze situations and people before making a decision or taking action, which can be a good or bad thing depending on what kind of situation they are in. The upside is that they don't make decisions rashly, so you can count on them being level-headed and stable under pressure. The downside is that they might take longer than others to respond when something unexpected happens. That doesn't mean they aren't capable of responding quickly, it just means they need more time than others to process information and come up with a solution. Number 5. Feel things deeply, but may hide it. Outwardly, you may appear stoic or aloof, but inside you have a strong emotional life. This makes it hard for others to know what you're feeling unless you tell them. For example, if something bad happens and your friend says, "You can't possibly feel that bad," you might say in return, "I don't have to put on a show for anyone." Or something like that. Your emotional control is such that if someone pushes too hard to find out how you really feel about something, even if they are right, it makes you resentful of their interference with your business. When you were young, you probably had trouble believing in yourself. It was difficult for you to accept praise from others because deep down, you felt like they were lying to make you feel better. As an adult, it's likely that your self-esteem issues haven't gone away completely, they may just be more subtle now. If things go well at work or school and people congratulate you on doing a good job, instead of taking it as sincere praise, your first thought might be, "Oh no. They must want something from me now." The same goes when people compliment your looks. You automatically assume they want something from you, sex, rather than assuming they mean what they say. Number 6. Quiet, but not lonely. When it comes to groups, INTPs are not particularly outgoing. Introverts by nature, they often enjoy being alone or in small groups and relish in their ability to think deeply. They are quiet on social occasions and are usually only drawn out by someone with a genuinely engaging personality. Nonetheless, they have many friends and people tend to see them as hardworking individuals who can be counted on to accomplish any given task. Number 7. Do not like praise or criticism. Although sometimes praised for being calm and collected, INTPs are particularly sensitive to criticism. If you point out their shortcomings, it won't go over well. Being told what they do wrong puts them on defense right away. Even if it's constructive criticism, INTPs just don't like it when someone is trying to correct or tell them what to do. They prefer if people would simply stop them when they are doing something that appears incorrect instead of voicing disapproval after the fact. Number 8. Curious about almost everything. INTPs thrive on learning, and they tend to see everything as a learning opportunity. Because of their dominant function, extroverted intuition, they are naturally drawn to investigating anything that sparks their interest or poses a challenge. This can be a good thing since it means they're always looking for something new to think about, or a bad thing since they can get so distracted by shiny objects that they never finish what they started. It takes time and practice for them to learn how to stay focused on one thing long enough that it actually gets finished. Number 9. Listen to your feelings instead of logic. Although it's true that INTPs are known for being logical, they are actually feeling-based thinkers. They simply rely on their intuitive sense of logic to reach conclusions. The reason why many people, and even you, think that INTPs aren't emotional is because they don't wear their emotions on their sleeves. INTPs enjoy analyzing things from all sides and weighing alternatives before making decisions. If one side seems too negative or emotional, they tend to ignore it. Emotions aren't easily quantifiable in black and white like so many other things are. Number 10. Living outside the box. INTP personalities have a knack for thinking outside of what's known. They don't just see things differently, they think about things differently. In fact, they can get so focused on creative thinking that they often miss other things, like sensory details. It may seem like being creative means not caring about logic or facts, but it's just that those things aren't as important to INTP personalities. They don't always do what everyone else does, they explore new approaches and possibilities in a thoughtful way. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. More videos to come.